Hello everyone. Today we are back with another box of mini photo cards and other K-pop things from Mercari Japan. I know I always say this, but I just love getting these boxes. It's always so much fun to just have a bunch of stuff to unbox all at once and immediately feel like you've made really good progress on your collections. It's especially great for me right now because I'm really wanting to fill out my Twice collection. I've spent so much of the year focused primarily on Solgi and then Kim Lip from Luna. Although I do make progress on Momo, there's just so much, and I'm not even planning to get all of the album cards, but there's so many to get that it's hard to really feel like you're making good progress. But I am happy to report that I do feel like I had a lot of focus this time and I made some really good progress, got a few albums completed and stuff like that. So just as a heads up, this will probably mostly be Momo as well as Key from SHINee for my wife, obviously. But as usual, there are a few other people scattered throughout these piles. We've got photo cards, we've got more photo cards that are bubble wrapped for some reason, and then we've got some other non-photo card stuff. And there's only one album this time, so usually my wife and I take this as an opportunity to grab some albums that we've been wanting, whether for her it's like old SHINee albums or for me grabbing some one-offs like EXID or Wuju Sonyo. But this time we've only got one, so I'll save that for the end, and as usual I'm just gonna start with some photo cards. Okay, and first up we have a bit of a mystery card. I hate when people use packing tape. It's so tough that it makes the whole process really difficult. Looks like this is Key's card from their Sherlock album. Once again, very horizontal card. Apparently most of his horizontal cards are Japanese, and this is no exception. And once again, I'm realizing I should probably zoom in just a little bit so you can better see the cards as they go down, and we'll zoom out as need be. Next up, another mystery card. And looks like, it's another Key card. This one, what is this from? 1,000 Years, another Japanese card. So for once, not a horizontal card, just Key looking fancy in a suit. And once again, can't see what this is. And this is for me, finally. So this is from the recent Japanese fan meet event, Once Day. There are actually quite a few cards that were part of this. So many, in fact, that I think it's going to be hard to collect. And oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this is a clear card. This was not clear to me. So I'm not totally against clear cards. Obviously, like most people, they're not ideal. I really wish I had known that it was a clear card, because now I know I have to put it in a white sleeve when I display it. So yeah, this is the clear card that's part of that set. And then it also came with this thing, which I'm not really sure what this is. I feel like the description said it was a message card, but I'm not really sure this is a message. Maybe it is. I'll Google Translate this later. Not a huge fan of their little Japanese mascot characters, so not entirely sure I'll be displaying this in my binder, but it did come with it. All right, and then some very serious packaging on this one. Can I pull this out? I can, okay. Good. And looks like, as I said, this is going to be mostly Key and Momo, and we've got another Key card. And this is Key's Married to the Music card. This whole set is super cool. I believe this is something my wife wants to collect a full group set at some point, but obviously she, at the very least, wants Key's card. So now she has that. All right, and another pretty elaborately packaged one. At least this is using washi tape and not packing tape. Having just recently edited the other Mercari video, I feel like the packaging in that set was not as elaborate as I'm already feeling this all is. Oh, it's a Momo. But not just any Momo. This is a lucky draw card. This is her With Moo lucky draw, 1 of 2. there is just something about the between 1 and 2 concept, all of the outfits and stuff, that I am trying my best to not just get everything, but there's just some really cute things, and I really like this lucky draw. And there is another one that goes with this that, in fact, I see it already. I also picked up as part of this set. So this is the matching. And the nice thing about it is that they actually have slightly different backs, but they go. So here is the other lucky draw for Momo. The colors on lucky draws are so interesting. I noticed this with their like fan exhibition event, and I'm seeing it again when I look at images of other lucky draw cards. They've definitely got like some saturation things that just make them a little more appealing, in my opinion. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one, but I just think there's something about how they do the colors on this. Maybe it's the material, maybe it's the ink that they have to use. I don't even know if you can use ink since they're like PVC, so it's probably some sort of like laser printing, but I just find like the colors on these really appealing. All right, and the next one, oh, it's a key card. This is Key's Story of a Light card, I believe. Yeah, Story of Light. Very cool. It's always easy to tell because he's got the super short hair, but backs are pretty distinctive too. So, yet again, another key card for my wife. She's really coming along in her collection, and it just keeps on coming. We've got a Bad Love card. I believe her goal for the year, which I'm not sure if she's going to hit, although I know she made really good progress. But her goal for the end of the year was to both finish, I think, all of the SHINee group cards back to at least Story of Light, which I think this is the last one she needed. So I think she's done on that. And then she was hoping to get all of his solo cards before the repackage next year. So she still has some time on that. You know, there's still things like Gasoline. She's still missing that card. And I think there's also maybe at least one Bad Love card she's missing. I think she might have some of the other ones done, like Face and I Wanna Be. I think those might be done. I'm not sure. As I always say, she's the expert, not me. And keep saying it, we got another key card. This is from their Japanese release, Your Number, which is a very catchy song. It's one of those ones that, like, just as soon as I said Your Number, like, it stuck in my head. And I don't know if it's the official dance video or just the performance video, but it's very cool. All the members are in very classic looking suits with different patterns. Very cool. Definitely check that out if you haven't watched it. I know a lot of people don't watch Japanese releases of anything, but definitely Your Number. Worth checking out. All right, it looks like we have a Luna card. I don't think there are that many Luna cards in this set. This honestly might be the only one. If there aren't any more, then I know exactly what one this one is. And yeah. So this is from And. This is a version, like version A. I hate saying that. It's not just any version. It's from version A. One of the versions that I had like made I don't think any progress on. Not even very little, any progress. It's like version A for And plus version C and D for Midnight. I just don't have, well, until this, I didn't have any cards for any of those versions. So one of my goals for the new year is I really want to like round out those albums, get like all the missing cards for And Midnight, because they're pretty available. I just was focusing so much more on things like their pre-debut cards, you know, Kim Lip solos and Odd Eye Circle and the Japanese cards, that I just kind of ignored these ones for a while. But I'm going to change that in 2023 because I really want to fill out those pages. You've seen my new binder and how nice it looks, but we do have those couple pages where there's just like nothing on it, or mostly nothing. All right, so now we got a very sought after card. We have this Momo card from Taste of Love. I don't even know what it is about this card. Maybe it's like this whole set for Taste of Love. I don't know, just because I only collect Momo, what other people's cards go for. But this is one of those cards that like people either charge a ton for, or they want like ridiculous trades. I don't know. I don't know why it's so desired. I mean, obviously I really want it, but that's because I like Momo, and it is a very cute card. But it also feels like I've got a few other things here. Oh yeah, I do. So we've got this card, which I needed from Taste of Love. And then we have this card, which I needed from Formula of Love. I have the matching one with the heart glasses. And then this card, which I didn't need, but I'm sure I can find trades for, or at least sell. I actually think I pulled this card from my album, but to get two cards that I needed for a pretty good price and just get one extra, I think by the time I sell this, it'll be a pretty good deal. Okay, and now for something I am very excited about. I got Irene from the Red Summer album. I've definitely said before that, one, I really want to collect a full group set, if not both sets for Red Summer. All the cards are very pretty, and I love backs. I absolutely love a good card back. And I think the fruit backs for Red Summer are just fantastic. But I do have my rule, because Irene is not only so hard to get, but usually so expensive, I can't start any full group set until I have the Irene. And so when I found this one for a pretty good price on Mercari Japan, I snapped her up because I want that set, and if I let it slip by, I'm never gonna get it. So in the future, I will just need to pick up the Joy card and the Yeri card, because I already have the Wendy card from when I opened my album. All right, now we got, oh, not a mystery. Not as mysterious as I thought. We've got a Sulgi card. One of the few that I have left still unaccounted for. How do I open this? This is like taped in such a way that I don't even see where the tape is. I don't know how this is sealed. Yeah, it's almost like they heat sealed it. It's like, I don't see tape. It's like they like literally did like a heat seal or something. I don't know. But yeah, we've got the earliest Sulgi card that I was missing. Her card from The Velvet. One less card for me to worry about. Okay. What else do we have here? We've got this, which is, I don't know how much I went into this, but I did at one point try to buy my final monster card, this missing unit card. There was an auction on eBay with a starting bid of $2, $2 freaking dollars, which is just a great price for any card. And I waited till the end and put in my, put in your low opening bid of $2. And of course I won it, because who's going to bid on a unit card besides some weirdo like me? And so obviously I won, and I paid my shipping, and I waited, and the card arrived loose-ish in a giant bubble mailer and was only protected by the bubbles and some very tightly wrapped saran wrap, of all things. No cardboard, no top loader, just like some saran wrap. And no surprise, it came in super warped, super creased, just atrocious. And it was extra frustrating because this was like the last card I needed to finish Monster, and I like bought it like right after I bought the other card I was missing. So I thought, yes, I'm finally done with Monster. I don't have to worry about this album anymore. It was just so disappointing. So this was definitely a priority card for me as part of this order, because I just want to be done. Like, it took me so long. I've spent so much time like looking for harder to find cards. I've already talked to death about that one Sulgi tongue card that I like tried ordering like 3 or 4 times before I finally got it. I didn't need a unit card to be like the last tough thing for me to get. All right, I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit so that I can fit in a few more cards, because we got a few more coming before I get to the non-photo card stuff. So we got another one of the weird bubble wrap ones. And this is, ooh, cool. I'm excited about this. So if you watched my Korea haul video, these will look familiar to you. These are the trading cards from their exhibition. And I looked at doing trades on Instagram, and it just seemed like the trades weren't really there. Like, I wanted to try to trade for the holo card, but like nobody's really trading. And then I had a Momo and a bunch of other cards, but nobody really seemed to be trading for those because everybody did like group orders and stuff, so they all did member claims. So on Mercari, I just bought a set. And I will say I happened to find a set where the one card that isn't here, because these cards, there's like a set of 5. The one card that's missing is actually the card that I already have. So I don't even have like an extra that I need to get rid of somehow. So that is very cool. I think I'll just like, there you go. Just slide those right over there. All right, next we've got another mystery. Mystery. Mr. Mystery. Okay, let's see. What's behind door number 1? Ah, it's Momo. This is one of the albums I hadn't even started making progress on before this order. I'd looked at it a few times, but I had held off because I really wanted to try to get it as part of a set as best as I could. And I couldn't really do that, although I could have done better than I did this time, I realized later. So this is one of the singles. I managed to not have to buy everything single. Oh my gosh, the backs of these are so pretty. I don't even know how well you can see that. They're so reflective. Yeah. Hard to see now, the shadow's like making it difficult, but it's like a little ticket. It has her name and her birth date and her signature. It's very pretty. So there are basically 5 cards in this set, 2 selfies, 2 sets of selfies, and 1 far away shot. This one I had to get as a single. There's another one I got as a single. And then maybe soon, maybe even next, we'll see. There is a set of 3 that I managed to find. So honestly, there was a time where I wasn't even sure if I was going to buy these cards, but I just decided they're so pretty, and I do really love that song, The Best Thing I Ever Did, that I just figured I would get it. Why not? And then now we've got a Solgi. It's one of the case version, the only case version card that I was missing, her red card. So now, at this point, the only thing I'm missing is one of her photo book cards, which is her on the swing in her white outfit. This has ended up not being as hard to get cards for as I thought. I was really worried, considering it's a solo album, that it would be pretty difficult, because when you figure when you buy a solo album, you like the person, so people aren't necessarily trying to sell or trade cards because they have the cards they need. But I suppose there are just people who want the album and don't care about cards, so I got really lucky. It's definitely been easier than what my wife has had to deal with Key and his albums, but maybe that's just because SHINee is slightly less popular these days with the kids, so there's just not as much supply out there as there might otherwise be. Okay, next we have a repeat from last time. We have this Momo fancy card. I believe when I did my storing video, I explained why this card wasn't being put away. It's because I didn't realize until later that it actually was kind of damaged. It had some pretty bad creases on it that, I don't know, just when I was going through stuff, I simply didn't notice. So let's take extra care to inspect this one. Yep, this one looks good, so there we go. Once again, Momo's fancy card with the word fancy. So great. I can finally say that that album is complete. Hate that I had to say that twice, but here we are. All right, and oh, it's Summer Nights, Momo's hair roller card. Or I guess it's also like, fans probably refer to this as the signature set since her signature is down here in the corner. But I always think of it as the hair roller card, just like I think of the other one I'm missing as the hat card where she's got the big like sun hat. So getting very close. I think the sun hat card is the only one I'm missing from this set now. So that is great. Like I said, I spent a lot of time really focused on like rounding out this Momo collection. Okay, and now for, I mean, it's still Momo, but it's now for something a little different. So this is a 2 set of cards from the Once Halloween event, fan event. I believe this is a, I want to say this is a Japanese event, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's Korean. I know they've done this a couple times, and that this was going to be done, they were going to do a 3rd year this past Halloween, but then of course we had the unfortunate tragedy at Itaewon, and out of respect for the victims, JYP canceled the event. Oh, these cards are so cute. These are from Once Halloween. Very cute. I love her, like, I guess you'd call them like twin tails. These twin tails, like, these are super cute. Thought I would probably put these with a lot of the like other fan event things. So like this one and the Together 1 and 2. I'll probably have like a little section of like fan event stuff. So that's where these will go, kind of near the end of my binder. All right, let's see. What do we got here? It looks like we've got more Year of Yes cards. Maybe this is the other single. So yeah, look at how pretty that is. Her dress is just gorgeous. Oh, yeah, and these backs. I don't think my oh, there we go. It actually focused this time. But yeah, these backs are just amazing. Yeah, so this is the second style of selfie. We have the outdoor selfie, and now we have this selfie. So 2 of 5, and then the rest should be in a set somewhere in here. All right, next up, looks like we have a SHINee card, but for once, it's not Key, it's Temin. My wife decided to use a similar rule for SHINee that I do with Red Velvet, in which if she has a set that she wants to collect, she can't start it until she has the Temin, because Temin is, you know, pretty pricey as a member. I think it's all his solo stuff plus Super M. He's just ended up being more popular, and so people end up charging ridiculous prices. So she's been really wanting to collect the odd set, and now she can because she got the Temin card. I think she has one of the keys. It was probably in a previous unboxing, and then she might have like Minho, but don't quote me on that because I am, even though I do look at her collection pretty frequently, I'm not an expert. But now she has the important one, so she can start that collection. Okay. We're almost out of photo cards, but here is one more for my wife. It's a Bad Love card. There we go, another key Bad Love card. I'll have to ask her later, and maybe I'll even put it on the screen how many more of these she needs, but I think she's pretty close. She's doing pretty good on this collection. I know she has a couple empty pages on her binder that make her sad, but in general, she's not doing too bad. I mean, if I didn't collect a ton of groups, I'd probably be doing much better than I do. All right, I think this is the last photo card set. It's the Year of Yes set, the 3 cards that I was mentioning. So yeah, so we have the 2 selfies that go with the other 2, and then we have this faraway card, which I just think is beautiful. All of the cards in this set are just gorgeous. I think, honestly, my favorite is probably Jihyo. She's got this really cute outfit with a giant pink bow, and I just think it's one of the best cards she's ever taken. And then another one. And one more. All right. Like I said, I think that's it for photo cards. We only have a couple more things over here. Let's see. And most of them are for my wife, so let's do these. So we've got a few of these. So this is from Key's concert in Japan, the goat in the Keyland. My wife went and saw him in Seoul, but he also is popular in Japan, so he did 1 or 2 Japan shows. I believe I want to say one of them was in Osaka where we were, but it was much later than when we were in Osaka. And so she got a few pieces of merch from Mercari from that show. 3 of which are these pins. So I guess according to the packaging, these were random. You bought them and there's like a random one of 5 or 6 actually. It looks like there's 6. And she went on Mercari and I think even Rakuma and found some people who had already like opened them up and seen what they are. And this pin was extra annoying because she bought it like first and it was the last thing to arrive at our warehouse. I was a little worried that, one, it was going to get canceled because we've had that where the seller doesn't ship or doesn't ship in a timely fashion, and so then Mercari just like cancels the order and refunds your money, which sucks because then you got to go find it again and maybe you won't get the right price, or that we were just going to have to like ship everything and then it would arrive like a week later, and then what are you going to do? Yes, you just gotta buy more photo cards. Ooh, that's some tragedy. As if we need an excuse to buy more pieces of paper. Yeah, so like I said, she got like 3 of these. So the next one, we've got this little beaker. It says Keyland. Looks like there's an eyeball in the beaker. Very cool. And then lastly, let's see what this one is. So it's like the haunted house from his photo book. It's very cool. She and I both are kind of slowly accumulating a bunch of K-pop pins, because I think in a previous one she got like the Temin Never Gonna Dance Again pin that's like the shiny light stick. I've gotten a few pins and there's a few more that I want to get, so that might be something you see more of in the new year. Maybe we'll each get some more pins as time goes on. All right, and here's this is kind of funny. So before I show you what I got, it came with what I assume is a hand sanitizer. Like, what does this even say? Cleansing gel. Yeah, it's gotta be like hand sanitizer. I really want to know what this note says now. That's super funny. So I got some hand sanitizer to go with these, which you can't really tell because they put a cute Momo note on it, but these are actually Momo stickers from one of their like pop-up shops in Tokyo, I believe. I honestly probably could have bought these at some point because I've been in Japan a couple times when they've had pop-up stores. I know in 2017 when we first went to Tokyo, I think they were having their Japanese debut. Or something. Some album was coming out because there was like a big banner on the Shibuya 109 advertising Twice, and I know they had a 109 event, so that's probably what that was. But I was so new to K-pop then. Like, I only knew Twice, but like I obviously wasn't collecting. I hadn't even bought an album. I had only learned about them like maybe a month beforehand. So, very cute note. Again, need to translate what these all say. And yeah, so we've got little character stickers for, looks like 12 different eras. I'm assuming these are in order. So we've got like Ooh-Ah, Cheer Up, TT, Knock Knock, Signal, Likey, Heart Shaker, What Is Love? I don't remember that outfit. Maybe that's like the sleepover outfit. Dance the Night Away, Yes Sir Yes, Year of Yes, and would that be Fancy? I like recognize that outfit, but like I don't remember what it is. Does it say? Oh, it does say. Cute sticker. Yeah, all right, I had that right. What is Love Dance Anyway? So yeah, so these are little character stickers. I honestly thought these would be bigger. I kind of thought they'd be maybe like this tall. And my plan was to put them in my binder somehow. I still might do that. I'll see if maybe these will fit in like the bookmark sleeve, because I don't really intend on using them, but I would like to have them displayed somehow. So I will figure that out. Last thing before we get to the album, my wife bought this cute little key charm for one of her binders, because a lot of the like A5 have like a little hole for you to put a charm on. So I think that's her plan, is to like clip it to the binder. So her key binder will have like a little key charm. Cute idea. I hope it works out. And then last thing is we have an album for my wife. She tells me she actually already has a version of the Lucifer album, but she really likes both of them, and this one apparently has more like behind the scenes photos. So she found it for a good price as usual and picked it up. So I'm just gonna look through this real quick. Oh yeah, this is like music video behind the scenes with Key's very strange hair. I always think Key's hair is very strange in this video. I used to think it was shaved, and now I realize it's like bleached. It's short and bleached blonde. Temin has this like crazy long hair. I think, is it Jung Hyun that has like the least weird hair? Even though it's also crazy. Like they all have this like ridiculous hair in this video. But it's like one of their best songs, so you forgive it. Oh yeah, Minho's like Mr. Spock. That's our joke. I call his, I mean, look at that haircut. It's so severe. Oh, there's the CD. I was about to say, like, is the CD not even in here? But nope. There it is. Oh my goodness. I knew that was going to happen. There's our CD plate. Very cool. All right, well, I think that will do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, seeing all the fun stuff we got. You know, not the biggest haul we've ever done, but I think it's pretty good. Like I said, I'm very happy to kind of finish off a few things like Year of Yes and Fancy and Formula of Love, and to get some of these fan event cards. I think it was a pretty good and a good start to the year. So once again, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, always appreciate the usual YouTube stuff. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, any feedback, anything you want to share. Love to hear it. But until next time, so long.